Needs to be smaller. Ooh, ooh. And that needs to not be Steve. Oops, I left it set on Steve.
Sweet Remy.
Oh. The thing that Checkpoint was discussing is currently Team Twitch plays.
Yep.
Like, what the heck is that icon? Yeah, the Game Awards.
Yep.
Okay. I completely missed the Steam Awards. Did you do them?
Nope.
Not after the easy cards and points and stuff.
I just didn't even realize they were happening, honestly.
Yeah, did it like change when in the year that happens or something? Or
I have no idea.
like your credit sees playing Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you like Hawks. Eagles or those stupid murder birds are.
Scar.
Stupid swoopy falcons. See, if Ryu had like pulled a page from Zelda 2 Link or Yoshimitsu, he would be in such better shape when it comes to the platforming.
Mm.
Because then the birds would just be moving platforms for your sword. Stab down, bounce off bird, land on platform. Tuck shuriken at loser. Jump over shuriken so it hits other loser. Climb wall. Bounce off bird.
Where's APR?
In the interweb tubes. Possibly being assaulted by what was the name of the net serpent again?
Net Serpent?
Yes. He who devours packets.
I don't know.
Arcade net serpent. Speak about nightmare beasts. That's not the one you great slump. Ew, definitely not that. I think the packets are being... Oh, really? Blaming it on Nidhogg? You think the packets are being devoured by Nidhogg or the Knit Serpent?
Well, anyway. Good evening, Internet. It is 8:07 p.m. on Thursday, December 8th, 2022. Welcome to Thursday Thanatopsis. I'm your host, Mark Amsry, DJ Amstrack. That's Daniel. And tonight we're going to be continuing Sunless Skies. Last time we were, I think, wrapping some stuff up in the Reach before heading back to Albion.
I believe so.
So let's get this train rolling.
I don't think it does that.
It's a train.
It appears to fly as a spaceship might.
Meow.
Incidentally, should that fan be on right now?
I don't suppose it needs to be. I had it on because I get warm when I sleep.
I think that's largely Remy's fault.
Nah, even if she's not curled up with me. Although she certainly doesn't help.
She'll be activated for that stream, at least, because it is ripping heat from my hands.
Careful.
Little pulses of icy wind from above. There. So this was actually nice.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so there's that. There's 5 to Carolon. So there's 8 total.
And additionally, we have port reports to turn in. Need to bring 2 export to Brabazon, which is a good place to buy crockery. Need to take 5 hours to the Quiet Sea to get the Watcher, the Burrower below not mad at you anymore. You should probably visit...
So I need a total of 10 honey? Because I need 5 for Carolon, 3 for... where is that? Avid Horizon. And then
5.
and 2 for Brabazon, you said.
Yes, that
So-
sounds like that.
10 total. Okay.
Though, the, well...
So I need 3 more. I'll need to
Yeah,
pick
when you're
up
taking
3.
Brabazon, that's like right outside the gate, so... Yeah, right up there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
The hours for Avid.
Well, actually, no.
Yeah, the hours for the Quiet Sea.
necessary.
You can pick those up in London.
Yeah.
You need to visit the Parliament, the Mausoleum. Goose Customs in Prosper.
Goose Customs in Prosper.
Scouts the Enne of Noddenall.
The Enne?
And you need to get 3 more nectar at Carolina or elsewhere.
3 more.
There's something to the east-northeast of London.
Oh.
Also, there's like a costume for a goose available in Prosper, I think is what Daniel meant by that.
Yeah, the goose. Well, the goose costumes is yes.
Goose costumes are yes.
Goose costumes is yes.
And our Rattata is fight. Oh boy. We're off to
Words. We're off to words. Okay, so I've got the 2 hours for passage. No, wait, how much honey did it? You said I needed to pick up 3 honey, but I only need to pick up... No, you're right, I do need to pick up 3. I can count.
Yep.
My brain.
2 for Brabzon, 3 for thing,
Yes.
5 for money, and 3 to go.
Oh shit, and look at my terror.
And yes, as I was about to say, I believe you need to visit Magdalene's.
Yes. That can happen on our way. It's not exactly on our way, but we can make a route that works
well.
well.
Mad at you, the game is currently trying to kill you.
Yeah.
By means of mutiny.
Okay, so I should pick up a little more fuel and stuff. Supplies.
That's what they're called.
Yeah. It sure is.
You know, those.
Those things.
The ones over there.
Look at them thing.
Boy, I sure wish I still had some mini cookies to snack on right now. And hadn't devoured them all for an idiot lunch. When I meant to have like 3 or 4 as a snack, and then eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was like a fresh loaf of bread in the fridge, and the single ear of bread in the fridge. That'd make for a pretty good sandwich, I think. But here's the best part. Mike Tyson.
Wow.
That wasn't originally going to be a Mike Tyson joke, but as soon as I said that here's the best part, it was a foregone conclusion.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he's here now.
Are you about to get into trouble, Cat?
With the loathsome pop-o-matic technology?
Loathsome. Oh, there she goes. Remy.
That
Stop.
was a rather smooth and swift motion.
It was.
Have you been practicing in old work? What now? Now what happens?
She looks sadly.
What do you do, Cat? Hey. Look at that. There's like space strangers under there. Where did you go? You see him? He's over there. I made it close to this. Okay.
Yeah, I know you feel the need to taunt her a bit first. And I can't blame you.
What are you thinking of doing?
Oh, train wreck.
You're just gonna perch up here and yell like a rock out? Maybe a couple of lynxes attempting to like badly dub a samurai movie? Sure, you're just one kid, don't worry. Did you just attack me?
Yeah, she just swiped at you.
It's hilarious that you're going for my hand and I'm exposed ones. There's less room for my butt now. I didn't realize it was taking up that space.
Yeah, butts do protrude a little bit. Less so on us white folk, but you know.
Not as bad as a backpack. I would routinely find myself thinking I could get through somewhere and then. I keep forgetting how much this increases my dimensions.
Oh, battle happening out there.
Some people are fighting.
Okay. Yes.
People are moving.
Oh, or I could get an unlicensed chart. Let's 350 apparently.
Okay. I thought some of them's like, whoa.
But I do need to drop terror.
Yeah, that's more important than one.
That's a good amount. I think I still need to do more, but it's fine. Let's port report first.
So those chambers for.
Seventeen, 3, 7, 7. So yeah, still that one. Pretty sure I've already done all of these, so.
Woo! It plummeted.
Yeah. Yeah, their treatments are effective. There we go.
That makes it really confusing about what terror actually represents.
A little bit.
Because, like, the mechanics of terror kind of makes it seem like it's, the crew being spooked.
Right.
Considering if it caps out, they beam you and you die. Or at least that's what happened in the Z.
Yeah.
Now apparently if it gets really high, you have the option to trade in half of it for a nightmare. There's a firefight. Alright. Couple attackities versus
Stovepipe.
which is not shooting back.
Taking the long way around now. Hello, Raimi.
She's upset. Now that she attacked my hand, which was out of her range.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Good job.
It just hurt itself.
Yep.
Oh gross.
Ow. Asshole. Remy, stop.
You know, I think you could use that boost engine. I'll give you a second way to dodge.
Yeah, that's true. Remy, stop.
You can deal with the cantankery. I'll just be going.
Ow! She bit me.
She does that. You little weirdo. Loot. You trapped it.
Sure. What? An aromatic casket.
I misread that as automatic.
2 supplies. Cool. Oh, and
And a loser.
a big loser.
Which you can blast to dust to repair your hull.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beach marauder. Shoot him in the butt. In the butt. What's he?
He's spinning.
Behold my broadside! Ow, my broadside! How could this have happened? Oh boy. I must say, these Marauder pilots aren't good.
Jeez.
Make sure the that wasn't hungry.
Hey.
Yay, heal.
No, that's the supplies you're supposed to eat.
Oops. Ah, someone's fighting guests.
Lovely. Yeah.
Careful, she's a little agitated.
Yeah, but she's purring.
That won't save you.
That's true.
I've had somewhat savage people purring before. What's wrong with you? Also, ow, let go.
Shrine.
Steal an offering for the poor. Sure, let's make it matter.
You are watched.
You're less spooked. Yeah.
Report.
Asked to use Caroline's bathroom.
Attend a candlelit soiree with the inconvenient aunt. She insisted that it will do you good. Come on, she says, a fierce gleam behind her spectacles.
She's so inconvenient.
Your aunt, chattering constantly, guides you through the ash-gray stone chambers of Caroline. Eventually, you reach a little door in one of the less traveled backways. Your aunt knocks thrice. The door swings open. A severe, scarred old woman peers out. "Bunty!" your aunt cries happily, After a brief introduction, Bunty ushers you inside. You emerge into a room with a high mirrored ceiling. Its dark paneled walls are illuminated by dripping crimson candles. Revolutionaries consort with ministry auditors. Devils drink with bright-eyed ministers of the new sequence. A famous Tackety general is highly occupied with a distinguished admiral. What has she brought you to? Mingle. You introduce yourself to very many personages, some great and good, most borderline criminal. Everyone seems to believe you already know the rules, so you learn a number of surprising things about the information networks of the High Wilderness. Most crucially, the extent to which their frequent contact breeds certain mutual understandings. Suddenly, you hear the familiar crunch of boiled sweets at your ear. Your aunt has returned. Her expression is aghast. Let's get out of here. I've learned something about a rendezvous at St. Dunstan's. She refuses to say more here.
Interesting to know the new sequence is still around. And yeah, when they say bright-eyed, I mean that literally, don't I? People still live in the Great Geo, I wonder?
I'm not sure many people still live in the on the Untersee or by the Untersee.
Yeah, I'm sure like the con had probably stuck around. I can't really imagine the. Can't imagine her restored majesty wanting to bring them along.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! More hours.
Okay, and now
Oh, cool! More nectar.
I needed to buy 3 of those.
Yep. These for the bees.
Yeah. 3's from the bees.
3 bees. 1, 2, 3.
Now in 3B.
All 3 of the glorious bees. Okay, small bed. Ooh, and a sing.
No, it's just a
Thing.
wreckage.
Oh.
Randy. You're pointy, you know that?
I think she knows that well.
Like she's being gentle, but her paws are still pointy.
Mm-hmm. It's like her claws are too long to be fully retracted or something.
There weren't any claws that time. Thank you, Remy. Sweet girl. Why don't you cuddle up? Let's see. Yeah, just do that. Ah, of course. Pew! 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 Bam! Elevator butt.
Elevator butt.
Hey, Remy. Mimi, why don't you scooch closer? Come on, Mimi. Get comfy. That's a good girl. There. That's no. Why don't you want to cuddle?
She's agitated.
Yeah, but like I stop petting her and she immediately bothers me for more pets. I need my hand. Gossip. Gossip.
You're listening to 666 FM, the Devil's Radio.
Read the ledger. 2 Sky Stories. Well. So it goes. Alright. Fragile contents do not shake up end or disco mode. Disco mode.
Disco mode activated.
Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Lapis lazuli shines in the base. Complex diagrams of constellations circle the pans like the rings of planets. Cool.
A neat little toy.
Yeah.
You found the...
There's another marauder.
Mechanism. Get through it. It was the ancient world version of Scud.
Do the thing. Make sure I always have enough gossip.
I'm pro Scud myself.
Why, you bastard! I'm sorry.
What? It's great. It restores your health if you get your butt kicked in Link's Awakening.
Oops. That was not the button I meant to press. Supplies.
And you can't look at Crazy Tracy's tub of revival goo and tell me that's not a tub of Scud. Apparently Tracy's crazier than we thought. Craziest part is that the stuff works.
It's fine, I'm nearly there. Munitions. Oh boy.
Forgotten munitions factories, I guess. Must sound conveniently forgotten, if anything. Oops, did we leave that there? We didn't know. Meanwhile, the janitor's like hiding under the floorboards.
Ow!
Ooh, but you took no damage.
I took like 1 pixel of damage. There's just a tiny bit there off the end.
I feel like that should have hurt your gun. Oh, my gun!
Okay. Export. Deliver verdant encouragement. Yes, yes, quite good. Now let's see that dreadful stuff out of our bay, yes.
That's not bad.
And deliver pamphlets.
Appling sinners, on the other hand.
Your presence on the street corner, handing out pamphlets and haranguing the passers-by, is ignored, until, that is, an old man in a tailored waistcoat totters to your side. They speak the truth, he cries. My daughter was a scout in the reserve. She cannot stop singing. They've had her locked up. They refuse to research the cure or help in any way. By the end of the hour, you've distributed all of your pamphlets to the curious public. The old man presses a purse into your hand by way of thanks.
Thank you, old man.
Yeah. Purchase a costume for Geese. There is a tailor in the West End who, they say, once made emergency repairs to the captivating princess's dresses. She accepted the work as a favor.
I didn't see the dress. I just saw made emergency repairs to the captivating princess.
The tailor, needle in his mouth like a cigarette, holds up a hand while he searches for the garment under his desk. He piles up a few shoeboxes and grins. I think I really captured the spirit of the Reach with this one. I'm sure the Geese will love them. Especially the boots.
I'm sure Cuddles and Ruffles will take almost a week to destroy them completely. Honk.
The vaudeville theater tends toward either quaint or vulgar, or on good days, both. Located at the edge of the West End, overlooking the bridge, the Gaudy Widow promises unpretentious delights for most of the family. Although out of fashion in New London, the broad amusements of pantomime and vaudeville still carry favor with the well-heeled of the West End, though they are, of course, careful to never enjoy themselves too much. She's behind you, a poster reads. What japes? An enthusiastic peal of bells rings over the rooftops. The Albert clock is chiming the hour. You might venture a comparison to Moliere if you feel moved to comment at all. Moliere is freaking hilarious.
Is it an opera?
Yeah, a playwright.
Okay.
Back in high school, I was in a production of his The Bourgeois Gentleman. It was great fun.
Maybe I'm more likely to make a comparison to Aeschylus.
You find your companions in the stalls, armed with boiled sweets and roast chestnuts. You soon have the vicar hopping about the stage, while the exuberant widow is almost beside herself with laughter. The interval, and subsequently the rest of the second act, is a hazy affair.
A thief at the Admiral Nelson. What's going on?
That's something that it always, or it said that before. I think it's just.
I guess you're out of favor with the fancy folks.
Yeah. Oh, good. Lost a little more terror.
Hooray!
And I'm not going back into the Reach, so I won't be picking that up. Don't really need souls, but I do need fuel.
Gas of the line! Whatever floats your train.
Whatever floats your goat.
whatever motives your local. What?
Okay, present yourself to
Welcome to Van here.
customs. The customs agents are currently busy. They stamp your form without even checking your cargo. All right, second class, because I got the hours. I mean, I do also have the several ministry stamped permits, but those are good for other things as well. May as well free up the inventory. You deliver the barrels to the relay's hour looms, which clank and grind. They spin a jacket of fresh time in which your locomotive will make its journey. Enclosed in your engine's pocket of hours, it is hard to say how long the passage will take. Unseasoned hours tends to be melancholy and anxious. Your journey is likely to be wearing. The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents, the sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. The journey is disturbed. As you traverse the relay passage, some celestial beast thunders amidst the roots of the sky. Its lamentable bellows shake the heavens. Oh no.
I think it reminds me of a Stargate.
I like how it uses pinball sounds.
Enemies that ram can be persuaded into crashing into terrain.
Okay,
Make a persuasion check.
there's Brabazon. Mm-hmm.
Where did they get the material of the sigils on it to attach to those rings?
I don't know.
Because I know the correspondence is physically dangerous.
Right.
If like 3 or more glyphs of it are on any one surface, that surface will burst into flames.
There's that island on the Untersee that's covered with the stuff.
Yeah, I'm also quite surprised that island was not on more fire.
Yeah. Last day. A horn blares.
Honk.
A horn blares. The factory doors creak open. Those work worlders lucky enough to have reached the end of their service blink in the light of freedom. They were young when they first arrived. Now their skin is calloused and wrinkled, aged not only by hard labor, but the slow-burning light of the clockwork sun. If I had better mirrors... But I will take some crew.
Crew. Woohoo!
Two Sky Stories. He takes the nectar with care. It has many uses. It is sweet and so grants cheer and vigor. We will need both. It is a balm to the throat, which is valuable when shouting orders and chanting slogans. Best of all, tipped into the workings of a loom or other machinery, it works merry hell. We have everything we need, you are told. Come.
Why do you have one gourd left?
That was intentional. I still have 2 more in storage, and I need to take all 3 of those
Okay.
to Avid Horizon. A wiry, ginger-haired man grins at you over a desk littered with documents. Some are crisscrossed with scrawled notes, others are pristine and freshly inked. The faintly bearded youth has a beatific smile. Our leader, the reverberant activist, saw your work. He said you might be able to help. The uprising is beginning. The reverberant activist is agitated, pacing anxiously. Come quickly. Our plans are prepared, and our patience is gone. It is time. He leads you downstairs. Listen! From all around you hear shouts and chanting. The song of revolution is inharmonious, but it is passionate. Thank you, sir, for all that you have done. He points in the direction of the bit between. Now go, for your own safety. I'll see you again when this is settled. This time we had a word with the governor. Workers cheer as you pass. The heavy double doors to the tunnel burst open before you. The sympathetic overseer rushes forwards to lead you away and hears the shouts from the work world. Oh. You've lost 10, the strength of the sun. Workers burst through into the bit between from the work world. Overseers run in both directions, some fleeing, some throwing themselves into the melee. An overseer bustles you to your locomotive. Is it the revolutionary leader's ally? Workers rush between you before you can be sure. He shouts over the crowd, "You have to leave! Come back in... Oh, I don't know, come back in a few days, when this is all over, one way or another." It's not clear what he reads in your face, but he presses his point. This is between us work-worlders. We have to resolve it. You've done your bit.
Okay.
Ask the anxious overseer what's going on. He is signaling to locomotives, discouraging them from docking. Visitors that were already at the port are being encouraged firmly to leave. Nothing to be concerned about, a small revolt instigated by a fanatical group of revolutionaries. No doubt it will peter out soon, but while the situation is being resolved, we will be closing the port. Oh, actually... Munitions, don't really need that.
Did you get crockery?
I don't think I did. Not for any of these deliveries, anyway.
Wait.
Okay, so next I should head to London, pick up the remaining nectar.
In 5 hours for the Quetzal.
I don't remember that part, but okay.
It's to get the bird block.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily did anything to make it mad, but you gained its attention twice, and then it's mad. And that can happen randomly when traveling via gates.
Hmm.
So you may have just had like a bad roll.
Nursery 12.
One of at least 11 other places where children...
Or possibly plants.
Mm.
Yeah. Oops. My hands twitched.
That's what I say. Make sure you can accidentally fire an orphanage. Oops, my hand twitched. Tell that to the orphans.
Okay. New assignment. Eagle's Empyrean. I don't think I found that yet. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the home bureau first. See if I can cut through there for a faster route. Deliver the honey and stuff, and the hours down at the stair. Then swing by the mausoleum and pick up what stained glass I need. Back to London to pick up what stained glass I have in storage, and then head over to Rollberry Juxtamare. And hopefully I'm not forgetting things.
Let's see. Fire arts, 59 C. What is it? Parliament?
What did I need to do at Parliament?
Something.
Oh. Well, I'll do that later.
Something once you've been in it's either a crew member or just like a story thing.
Let's talk to the signalman. He has something for me. 5 gratitude from the ministry. Yeah. Keep doing that since I'm not really doing a lot else to gain favor with them.
So unsettling, yeah.
Say what?
It's so unsettling.
Yeah.
You can do the PDF thing.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to just pick her up to get your mirrors option back up? Because her and the signalman were major sources of mirrors for you.
That's true. Yeah, okay, let's get her back. She looks upon you from her chair held aloft by magnates, ministers, and magistrates. She nods once, her smile fixed. A dainty slipper rests on one ducal back, then another as she descends. The weeping and pleading of her followers carries with you back to the engine. The princess smells of honey and smoke and blood. I'm tired of London, she says. Her eyes are bright when she sees your engine.
She's terrifying.
Uh-huh. Let's get some more crew.
Also, the fancy men of London are all sinners.
Well, she's also a legit princess, which kind of helps, you know.
Not that that fully means what it usually does when the queen is immortal.
Yeah. Didn't I get a port report from I guess not.
Not yet.
No, I mean well, from anywhere in Albion, but yeah, I guess not. I thought I picked one up from Brabazon.
It might not give you the option, did it? Like the revolution.
Yeah. Bonk.
It might not have given you the option because of the revolution. Well, you know. It's differentiating in peace. So you're heading for advertising?
Yep.
And I've been too slow once again.
Oh?
You in 5 hours.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Shoot. Well,
I guess you could put a fuel and a supplies in the storage.
yeah. And they'll just be there.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess. It's not something you'd normally put in the bank, but it's fine.
Actually.
What's that about dried tea?
They sell tea.
Oh, so they sell there, right?
Yeah. And they sell supplies, but not fuel, so I'll stock more fuel than supplies.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Explore down that way. Or possibly that way. Oop. There's a train in that one.
The wit and vinegar smuggling concern. Interesting that they produce equipment popular in the region. Web of iron, woven by, like, metal spiders. Clanking, chittering,
That does sound pretty metal.
making an occasional weird screeching sound.
Oop, that's a dead end.
Ah, there's a point. See, it's all the way down to the south. Like all like
Yep.
all Antarctica like. Oh hey.
Don't care.
Guess that was a warning shot.
Oh hey, is that the storm that speaks? Or is it just a storm?
Yeah, that's darn speaks. You can apparently show up in multiple places on the same map. So,
Cool.
yeah, there's quite a few down there. Oops. Horizon itself is apparently a horror. Ding ding.
A curt note from your devil requests an excess of chorister nectar for the practice of the entire 7-act opera, Pandemonia, The Flight from Heaven's Chariot, and the Progress Through the Dream's Embrace. The devil suggests the residents don't have anything better to be doing anyway. 3 gourds of chorister nectar are requested. Avid Horizon, blah blah blah. The devil takes the nectar greedily, spiriting it away to the home bureau, where detainees lounge in varying stages of inebriation. Their vocal cords won't know what hit them. Ooh. Immaculate
The good
souls.
He's done some great work at the home bureau.
I'll pick up 4. That'll give me enough space to hold on to a little more supplies. report. Yeah, I haven't followed up on that yet. An evening of frivolity. Oh boy, I gained 1 supplies.
Cool. I'll have to do something about that before I'm docking.
Mm-hmm. I'll just sell 1 back.
There we go. You gained 20 sovereigns.
Oh hey, it's another one of those warps, which I don't have a means to deal with right now, but I can get one.
Yeah, what was it? It was like you get a thing from the ministries.
Yeah,
What was it?
a time thing. I
I
don't...
think I got a time quest for like Eagle's Hole.
Right.
But I think that's it. Probably not helpful.
No. Here we go. Sacrifice hours to appease the burrower below. A half-mad skyfarer once told you that the burrower devours time, and that the door at the avid horizon was sacred to her. You pour barrel after barrel of hours into the sea at the statue's feet. There's no sign that your offering is accepted. The sea does not tremble, the statues do not stir. You must simply hope that this was enough. You row away, your little boat much lighter without its lucrative cargo. 500 XP. Cool. I need more drink. I will be right back.
That takes care of that.
Sure, let's return to the flotilla. XP. Jolly anchorite. Yeah, maybe later. Okay, now off to the mausoleum. Whoa! Whoa, what are you? Scorn fluke. Oh, boy.
Ah,
Ow. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad.
Yeah, time to just leave.
Fleeing. Fleeing, fleeing, fleeing.
Is that what you use that boost engine?
Leave me alone!
No. No. I'm not you.
No!
What a hit hiding.
Ugh.
Oh boy. Gosh. What hit? What even hit you?
With a groan like a dying whale, your locomotive's hull buckles. Your hull has fallen to zero. Your captain is dead. The hull cracks. The sky pours in.
Well, crap.
The cold takes you. That was just unlucky.
We got rid of the problem with the burrow below and then run into these things.
Uh-huh. Managed to reclaim the ship. The most fixtures were reclaimed.
Scroll up.
It's auto-scrolling down.
Oh, annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Okay. The assaying device was lost. Academic affiliations resulted in a generous donation from an admirer of their intellectual rigor. Convention did not dictate your predecessor's life. Their fellow bohemians collaborated to provide this gift in their memory. Your predecessor worked for the Empire. To honor their establishment affiliations, you have been given a generous gift. An honest gift or stolen goods, your predecessor's villainous affiliations have profited you well. The bank, after funeral expenses, passed on what was left from their estate. Cool. You inherit a copy of your predecessor's chart, though it lacks the details of their final voyage. You will begin your career with the benefit of some of your predecessor's experience.
Ah, if you remember this stuff, I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Yep.
Wait, when did you have a captivating treasure?
I think that was one of the gifts from...
Something about Winter's what? You can varieties of Winter's reside. Oh, goodness.
Well, guess we may as well continue. Considering how we played that, I feel like a revolutionary would be a fitting successor.
Someone freed from Brabazon.
Uh-huh. How did you resist with your mind? Lies are the tools of tyrants. You publish research to expose those lies and illuminate injustice. Oh, the truth seems far too fitting for the character type that I chose.
Stars shouldn't drip like that.
No, it shouldn't. But I suppose I should finish some of these legacies first, or ambitions to have them in the legacy, the lineage. Okay.
Somebody do a hat. That monocle was very, I say. Pick your nose. Which one do you want? What do you think I meant?
Okay, my train of thought is in a particular vicinity. I'm trying to figure out.
Your what thought?
Yes, exactly. That's why I said it that way. Let me think.
Yeah, I'll try not to really get into anything.
What?
I'd say make it well. Other quite says not to tie you to one particular concept.
Well, the thing that I was thinking was, since the last one was named Arbuckle, because John Arbuckle for some reason. I don't remember why we decided to go with that, but we did.
The silhouette kind of looked like John Arbuckle, that was why.
No, like, I thought we had. I thought we settled on that before even getting to the silhouette.
Oh,
And I made the silhouette to look like John Arbuckle.
in that case, I have no idea.
So I'm trying to think of other comic strip characters who have a last name. Hold on a sec.
Fighter McWarrior.
That's not a comic strip. That's a webcomic.
It sounds like it's still a comic strip, but not a syndicated paper strip.
Eh.
So no Black Mage Evil Wizardington.
No.
Glass and a lack. Calvin Coolidge.
That wasn't.
Charles Brown.
Smith.
Smith?
Smith.
Smith?
Aw.
Smith?
Smith.
The Smithing Dread?
What? That's not a comic.
No, Smith kind of sounds like Spiff. And
Ow.
so I shifted the other. Yeah. Who the heck?
Snuffy Smith.
Who?
Barney Google and Snuffy Smith.
Was it?
Did you not read the newspaper comics when you were a kid?
Are these from Sadsack?
What the hell is Sad Sack?
The Simpsons parody name for that army joke comic?
Beetle Bailey? No.
Okay, I couldn't remember the name.
The name of the comic was Barney Google and Snuffy Smith.
What? I am sensing regional differences. I vaguely remember Gasoline Alley.
Yeah, but I don't remember any of the characters from that.
Me neither. Family Circus, complete lack of surnames to my knowledge.
No, it was,
Whoever the heck the people in Kathy were. The Wizard of Idiots.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any surnames from the Wizard of Id. Except I could just call it Id, but, you know.
Dagwood Sandwich.
Bumstead.
Really?
Yeah, Dagwood Bumstead.
I thought that was just something you made fun of Neko Art with.
No. That's where Bumstead came from that, I'm sure.
I thought it was just a corruption of Bumstead.
Nope. Although smart revolutionary doesn't really fit Snuffy Smith either. But that the previous stuff didn't really fit John Arbuckle either, so it's...
Yes, I suppose what I'm going for is that that comic didn't run in any newspaper comic section I've seen in my life.
Huh.
In this state. Now, it might be because my parents only got a certain newspaper and I only saw like a couple of others here and there. Because there weren't many.
Right.
Or it might be that, like, that comic didn't run in many places in the state. For instance, Pearls Before Swine I know to be a very good comic, but also it was not syndicated in, like, the Oklahoman.
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar to you?
I have seen that art style. I have not seen that comic. Definitely not seen that dog name.
Okay.
There's a sort of dog that's likely named Scrappy or something.
I want to say it was named Blue.
Maybe Scraps or, yeah, possibly Blue. It's got the scruffy hound dog look.
Yeah.
That'd be good for hurting nerves.
Ow. Remy?
You have 8 facets to pick.
Dick facet.
Did you jail? Creep Whisper? Lizard? Lamp? Or...
Blood.
Spatter of blood? Did the Winds of Fate hold lizards and so on?
Well, let's see what I get for each of these. Ooh, okay, so that's...
Hurricane Lanterns it is. Oh, yes. Triptych, or Moment of Inspiration.
Let's go for the benefactor, I think. The Liberation advocated revolt not only on Earth but in heaven. It claimed light was law and that we would only be free in the dark. When a masked fanatic tried to convert you, how did you respond? Your eyes were opened. No one will be free until the stars, greatest of all tyrants, are shaken from their thrones. Existence itself is a chain. Wow! Cult of Kefka?
That kind of sounds like what the Devils were doing.
Ooh. 5 hearts, 3 iron, and affiliation villainy. No sub-options in that one. That's fine. It gets me extra things. The Blind Bruiser! His attempts to distance himself from his larcenous past were of mixed success. His guests were scarred and rough-spoken and told bloody tales of smuggling and thief oaths. and nameless murders.
Steam dynamics. Orsum's history of bats.
Bats. Osram. Take face. Ooh. Not the rest.
Moments of inspiration there.
Yeah, but while moments of inspiration are kind of hard to come by, they're more common than affiliations, I think.
This is especially because
Yes. Getting another stack of affiliation academe could be interesting.
open doors, expensive doors with bright brass knockers, and huge tracts of land. Where those doors lead? Boobs! 8 irregular sandwiches. Way to read. This is clear. It clearly says triangular.
Irregular sandwiches.
No, it is 8 irregular sandwiches.
That's what I said.
Okay, as I said, 8 regular sandwiches.
No. Take a face.
Speener.
Hmm.
Meaner, chicken speener. Let's look up a bug one day. Weird. Still to go to work.
Let's go hearts and iron on this one, because...
The gradual growth.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor says it was... The doctor said it was benign.
Just to get more of the stats that I'm lacking.
Whoosh.
Probably that one? Yeah.
Hello, mode of inspiration. How are you?
The gradual erosion of that which separates you from someone else. I think I remember that one from before. And more mirrors.
Like gnawing on a pancake. Like a hole in a Pop-Tart.
What?
Left by a parasitic worm. Don't eat that Pop-Tart.
No.
Hey, stained glass.
Sky stories are always good. Let's go mirrors and iron for this one. I think. You helped lay the foundations of London. You dug its sewers, laid its streets. 30 short years to forge an empire from nothing. A seance. Let's go mirrors and hearts on this one.
Yeah, it's clearly the storm this week's.
Mm-hmm. The medium spoke and the dead answered. You got to speak one final time with someone who had passed. You needed it to be true. Yes, Remy?
You were a plant. You sat there in your pod and photosynthesized a little bit. People didn't water you enough. You started producing alkaloids and tannins.
Biff Tannen. Haunted. You are plagued by the past, some guilt or sin or ordeal that will not let you rest. A ghostly presence. You are not alone. Okay. Oh, and I start in London now.
And all the way at level 9.
Mm-hmm.
With most of... Well, I don't know how much money we have.
It was like 6,000 something, I think.
Oh. $6,004. For some reason, one gun wasn't equipped.
Oh, yeah, and we lost the saying thing, but we're at a place where we can buy it.
We're exactly where we originally bought this silly thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can buy another one.
There's not like a higher level one down here now, is there? No.
The other blues I see are the Black Jade, the
Fitted cupboards.
7-hole, that's chunky amount of iron. There's only a bridge. 7-hole in the bridge. That's typically not where the bridge goes. Ratty baggage handlers, I assume, are accessories on.
Yep.
There's another blue gun, but it's a big gun. Requires access fails.
And the goneril.
So we need one more crew to run that.
But the goneril is just, it has the boost.
It does have the boost. The boost which could have saved your previous captain.
Yeah, I suppose.
You obviously can't use it yet, but I think you're going to want it soon.
Yeah. Hire on crew.
Oh, you don't have your officers.
No.
Oh no. That's where a lot of your stats came from.
I will have to find them again. Okay, T for the Clockwork Sun, if I can find it.
It's the east-northeast of London.
And literature for the Clockwork Sun. So as soon as I find it,
Well, there you just right.
I'm pretty sure I have quite a bit of both of those. Yeah, over here. So I think what I will do is stock up on fuel and supplies to go look for it, and then come back and pick up the stuff after.
Stuff.
Stuff. And leave myself a little room to just pick up things. What's the exclamation mark? Oh.
Yeah, there's a little exclamation mark on the ministries. What it is.
And they're gone now. Okay, let's exit that way and see what I can find.
Well, we have Simon who nests. I hear it likes to make drawings.
Hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Inquire about employment. The current time in Perdurance is exactly blah blah blah, and the clock of what tells the current time in Lustrum. Very well, we shall continue. Now, tricky one, perhaps. The train from the Brabazon work world arrives at 11:30 in London. The current time shown on the master Brabazon clock is 14:30. If the train took exactly 1 hour to make the journey, it does not, of course. I merely offer this as a hypothetical for the sake of testing. What was the accurate time of its original departure from the work world? 13:30. He falls asleep. Oh, yes, excuse me. Oh, dear. Well, the other 248 questions, I'm afraid you simply don't have what it takes? Really? I think I answered exactly the same as last time, though.
I think it might be slightly on the random side, and you may need to, like, check a flag to it. I don't know.
Clock of Albion. Yeah. Examine the array of clocks.
The current time is right now. What did that say actually? Something about the.
Despite the vast distances involved and the complicating effects of local hour usage, all the clocks show the same time. Each of London's territories is expected to run on Albion Standard Time, but London is a long way from them. Despite being a commandment from the Empress's own lips, it is a law more often breached than observed. What's that line from Hamlet? Some more often.
Custom.
It's like honored more in the breach than in the
honored
observation.
More in the breach than the observance. I was trying to remember the verb there. I was like, I'm not observed by the breach.
Okay. I'll go take a look if it'll let me through. Oh, hey.
There's bingo.
Thingy. Skylarks. Somehow they've managed to capture and cage a beast of the... Oh, that'll be a caged specimen. Got it. Sure, let's see if any of them want to join my crew. 2 of them. A few of them accept your offer and shuffle sheepishly aboard, avoiding their ex-compatriots' eyes. The other Skylarks remove their hats and bow their heads as if watching a funeral procession go by. Damn it. I just barely drifted into it. Why did it hurt like that? Oh, good. Can't pass through.
That pipe's leaking steam.
Where's the valve? Her.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, let's just drop terror. That's a wall.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and repair.
It's still burning. There it is.
Oh, hey, wait, there was a thing that I could check out there. That I somehow missed. What have we?
What's this be?
Another one of these. Cool. 3 crates of nostalgic crockery. Oh boy.
something to know.
Supplies. Oh, this is spooky. I think this might be the Well of the Wolf.
Yeah, something ghastly. I think it's the ice.
Is there a place I can land in there, or is that...
Yes. So, it's right on before you there.
Well, let's carefully check it out. Yep, Well of the Wolf. Oop.
Panicked.
There. A hole in the sky. Torrents of celestial mist pour out into it. Shelves of black ice poke from its throat. One of the shelves extends over the well mouth in a narrow spur. At its end stands a pitted, cast-iron bandstand. Ooh, not right now. That's my iron.
Up to this desk.
No. Ah! Curator. Okay, well, he's given chase and he's not given up, so... Fired a little too heavy there. Ugh! Ow. I landed several solid hits, though. Ow.
What were you doing getting that close?
I wasn't trying to. Ah! Haha, I'm behind a rock. Ow! Jesus. I'm having difficulty maneuvering. Ow! I'm gonna die again. Oh, it died. Never mind. Search for treasures. Examine the creature's collection. 90 sovereigns and 4 otherworldly artifacts. One small symbol, the size of a large coin, a flower whose petals chafe to produce a crystalline hum, a rock the size of a human skull, carved into a looping shape and pierced with a lattice of tunnels, and finally a gourd. The gourd bulges with round-capped fungus, which, when depressed, emits a wistful sighing. Okay, well, I should make my way back to London now. And yes, that was indeed the Well of the Wolf. Oh wait, yeah, it said that when we descended. I was just now noticing it on the map.
I think you need to make a little more creative use of the dodge thrusters when fighting.
I was trying to.
Like, your momentum is taking you too close to something? Turn really hard in one direction and then dodge the other way to get momentum the other direction.
Except turning is so slow, though.
Yeah, but you only need a quarter turn to pull off that move. You're using the dodge thrusters.
Yeah. Ugh. Guests. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Ignore me. Thank you.
I think you can also use them to make swifter escapes. Like dodge the direction you're turning before you start turning, and that will give you momentum the way you intend to turn before you start doing it. Which might prove useful for getting some distance on something you're running. Until you prepare that poor clock. The biggest of Ben's needs help. Also, wow, that creature wasn't worth the fight. Sheesh. Curios suck.
Mm-hmm. They're easy targets, though. Like, it's difficult to miss them. They have so much HP.
Cool, Smog is not good.
Snog is snuck in.
Impressive. It's so moist.
Hey, Vince, buddy. Hey there.
Both of our targets are east northeast.
Mm-hmm. Both of our targets are the same place.
Oh.
Let's go a little more east than north this time. Meow. Oh. Meow.
Looking for the upper sun?
Mm-hmm.
Outer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since locations are kind of randomized. Anyway.
Well, what isn't? Apparently, it's the radial position isn't fixed. Things are always in the inner area. Or, yeah.
Right.
Outer isn't helpful because it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Though we do know it's towards the eastern seas, so maybe that gives us more. Maybe.
Okay.
Space maniac.
I'm just there. They've gone off. I will leave them to it. Ooh, what have we here? Ooh, Tale of Terror.
Remains of the building.
Burnished by poisoned sunlight. Oh, ass. Ow.
Did he hit himself with his own shotgun blast?
I don't think so. Yep, here we are. How do I land here?
Where's the explosive?
Oh, here it is. Sunspur. The dock is rarely used and its maintenance has lapsed. There's evidence of rust and metal strain, but only of non-crucial components. It's safe to stop for now. Once inside the dock, the sun's scouring light is diminished. An outpost on the roaring edge of the sun, shielded from malevolent light by an eggshell of stained glass. As you emerge from your trade, suit-swaddled engineers gather, plainly astonished by your arrival. They bombard you with complex questions about how you dealt with dense sunlight and skewed chronosolar fields. Once satisfied, they hand out protective suits for you and your crew. Yours is patched and torn, one boot missing. An engineer sprays you with a substance that smells like lemons gone wrong and searches your pockets. A cursory effort at best. They seem distracted. Sunlight seeps like syrup through cracks in the stained glass ceiling. The floor shudders in time with the churning machinery far beneath your feet. The air has a tang of chemicals, bonfires, and rain. Pistons pump, cogs turn, and suit-swaddled figures tend to the enginery, bellowing over the shrieking metal. Ride a port report.
It's a primitive symbol of the Emperor's heavenly dominion.
Newspapers in London call it enduring, everlasting, eternal. In response to your questions, the engineers shrug. The day dawns, the sun brightens, the night comes, the sun dims. What more is there to say? Some of them seem so exhausted they can barely stand. They insist it's proximity to the sun that affects their sleep. You now have one yearning burning. Yay. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. Head toward the Sundell-shaped building. It'll be the sequencer's new favorite project, one of the engineers tells you. It'll keep him out of our hair for a while. Azimuth is an enormous sundial without shadow, its roof topped by golden sharkfin gnomon. I am not familiar with that word. Gnomon. The projecting piece on a sundial that shows the time by the position of its shadow, or the part of a parallelogram left when a similar parallelogram has been taken from its corner.
Oh, so the sticky edge bit of sundial.
Mm-hmm. There are still racks of yellowed pamphlets on the walls. It once served as a kiosk selling tickets to sunspotters, the pilgrims and tourists that were expected to flock here. These days it is more like a temple. Frescoes on the curved walls depict the triumph of the new sun over the old. Oh, and now I have another yearning burning. A figure in a yellow-collared protective suit is delivering a sing-song sermon to mostly empty pews. The dazzled sequencer looks up, delighted at your approach, and hurriedly wraps up his speech. He offers you tea with a flash of 2 white teeth. Ask about his role on the sun. The only other people up here are disturbed prisoners and exhausted engineers. I'm a priest of the new sequence, declares the sequencer. The brightest truth, the wildfire that has swept Albion. He points out at the expanse of the sun. There burns a beacon, a savior, an aspect of God. We venerate the clockwork sun and its immortal architect, our Empress. I'm here to greet pilgrims and safeguard the souls of our engineers. Azimuth is also the only access route to the sun-shattered dome, an exhibition hall that was built back when we received more visitors. The dome is terribly dangerous, and I advise you to avoid it, no matter how much you hear about the priceless artifacts inside. Together we can help the less fortunate, he says. You will be compensated for your time. There are many poor souls out there in need of our help, beleaguered, ignorant masses. I've never met them, but I am assured they exist. He pauses to wipe his eyes. When we lift them from their contemptible state, perhaps they will come to appreciate the greatness of the sequence. He sends an orderly to fetch a wooden crate. Once it's set down before him, he wraps the lid proudly. 600 manuals on how to correctly tie a bow tie. Deliver these to Brabazon Workworld, and I'm sure they will be immensely benefited by their improved understanding of etiquette. What?
That won't be helpful at all, you weirdo.
Yeah. As long as I'm here. The sequencer obviously takes his role as gatekeeper seriously. He fusses around you, checking you and your crew's gear, tugging on straps, checking for rips, wiping your stained glass goggles with a silk handkerchief. All the while, he spouts an endless stream of warnings. Don't enter the Shalimar, never travel in a group of 3 or fewer, and resist the urge to sing no matter how fiercely your throat burns. And for sequence's sake, watch the condition of your suit. With that, he pats you on the back, hands you a brochure, and sends you through the heavy iron door to the dome. Exhibition halls built to accommodate sunspotter tourists and sequence pilgrims, and abandoned after the dangers of the sun became impossible to hide. Priceless paintings hang in bleached rags. Magnificent relics have been left to accumulate glittering glass dust. Is anything still intact? The stained glass sky has collapsed, and unfiltered sunlight gnaws savagely at your hazard suit. It is currently undamaged, though a little shabby. You find your path blocked by a tangle of bleached white foliage. The Shalimar garden exploded from its greenhouse long ago, feeding furiously on the sun's light until it swelled into a jungle. $29. Cost valuable time and entail greater risk, but treasure beckons around the next corner. You know it. In the time you waste, your suit degrades a little further. I don't think my stats are high enough for any of this stuff. The stained glass goggles are cracked and a sleeve is torn up to the elbow. And now return to safety. I can try this again later.
Destructive designs.
Uh-huh. Visit the glass house. There's dozens of signs warning you to stay away, each more insistent than the last. The engineers shout, but they're too busy to stop you. What is the glass house? An isolated section of the abandoned exhibition halls has been repurposed to hold not treasures, but prisoners. Each wears a gray smock rather than a protective suit, leaving them utterly undefended from the ravages of sunlight. They sit slumped in unlocked cells, making no effort to escape. Where would they go? Some of the prisoners are shining at the seams, some have eyes of curdled glass. A fractured face turns to watch you. A few are singing in praise of the sun, mouths bloody and throats tattered. You should perhaps be horrified, but the song wraps tender chords around your mind and numbs you. Glass crunches underfoot. When you lift your boot, you discover a cracked ear beneath. You may not get anything halfway lucid from them. 45% chance of success. Only one cell is locked, and the man within is neither singing nor screaming. The left half of his body is shimmering, translucent. Approach the half glass empty. Only the flesh and muscle of his left half has vitrified, not the bones and blood within. The glass is suffused with 1,000 fine frozen capillaries, like delicate red cracks running through ice. He fixes you with an anguished stare. Get me out of here. This was an exhibition hall once, never a prison. An engineer must have had to install those bars especially for him. The others would not leave even if they could. Their minds are lost. The empty attempt's a one-sided shrug, and, well, the Empire sent me here because I was smuggling sunlight from the Neath, back before the horizon closed. When I sold it, I told my customers that the light from the clockwork sun was toxic, as true sunlight was the only cure. Ended up causing a minor panic in London. I think one of the engineers locked me in because he took offense at my criticism, though he gestures at his vitrified body. I stand by it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not cool. Thank you. His voice is hoarse and he speaks in barely a whisper. You will need to find a permit for my release and present it to the steward. Forged, legitimate, I don't care. Descend to the Terpsichore vault. The vaults below are safer, protected by a dozen layers of stained glass. Beneath the machine-bristling surface, you find a ring of 9 vault doors, each engraved with the name of a classical muse. 8 are unlocked and barred. 8 are locked and barred, behind signs saying things like vacant or under renovation, or in one case, unfortunate chronological discrepancies. The ninth, marked Terpsichore, is the only door open to you. When you enter, your footsteps ring through the dusty barracks and abandoned canteens. These are the engineers' quarters, but they are all on the surface working, except one. The broken steward has been working on the sun since before it first shone. She has been here far, far longer than any of the engineers above. The broken steward makes her way carefully toward you, cane clacking on the floor. She has a markedly stiff-limbed gait, and her arms creak as she removes her helmet. She smiles. Her teeth glint oddly. She catches you glancing at her mouth and smiles even wider. Her teeth are shards of cracked glass, protruding at odd angles from her gums. It's not just the teeth, she says, with a brusque air that brooks no sympathy. Damned sun turned my bones as well. Terrible nuisance, really. Gets in the way of work. You notice her fixed neck, her stiff limbs, her careful movements. It's not too bad, she says. Good thing I like soup. The decommissary. Stained glass and fuel. Okay. And I need to bring back here tea and literature. And why not? I've got the space and I'm going straight back to London anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I've got plenty of fuel and supplies. And I'm about to free up one more space anyway for the for anything I might find on the way back.
The Skywalker sun looks similar yet different to the artificial sun.
Mm-hmm.
Became self-aware, I think, in the Z.
I don't know what happened.
People mentioned that it lied. It's like, if it had the power to lie, then, And do the opposite. Eat.
Ooh. No, neither of those are particularly great, but Good. You now have 2 panes of stained glass. Excellent. Ooh. Sky is wrong. Yeah, I have the fuel for it. Let's just double back. Gained a sky story. Ah, one of these spots. Failure! A hush falls as coffins pass by the windows. The silence is broken by an insistent scraping against the hull. One of the coffins has floated too close. A few words are necessary to assuage your crew's unease. You remind all present that were it not for the competence and efficiency of all aboard, a cold grave in the sky might have been all your fates. Oops. Somehow I keep missing the C button, hitting V instead. Key, not button. Okay. Recruit the clay conductor. Here we go.
Yeah, officer.
Oh, we don't have enough sky stories.
What? No!
Well, eventually.
Empty note.
Repair.
No, use a limit. No,
Yeah.
take it. Those geese are going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Poor geese. Okay. 3 of these. And 5 of those.
Sky stories. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if you might want to head back to the Reach to get your officers back if they're in the places they were before.
Yeah,
Not to mention the Reach is less dangerous.
that is also true. First, I'll go ahead and make the delivery here, though.
You may want to get the boost engine.
Yeah, I suppose.
How do you use a special ability?
I don't know.
Hover?
Hold on a sec. I'm going to... Where is... It's... I can't sell it here.
What? So, what, you have to sell it in New Winchester? Really?
I guess.
Or maybe you have to, like, exit the store and then...
Yeah, that could be.
Really? They'll buy Shivering Jennies, but they don't buy... What? Fine, I just throw it in the bank. Sheesh.
Yeah. Nope. And
Weird.
3 fuel. Back to the sun, the sun, the sun. Also, right, I still don't have those. Your new engine allows you to activate full steam mode. Full steam mode allows you to travel much faster while it is engaged. To activate it, hold cruise control until your heat bar fills up to the mark.
Learn about full steam mode.
Full steam mode generates a lot of heat and costs fuel to activate. Make sure your heat bar is empty and you have sufficient fuel beforehand. To return to normal speed, hold backward thrust or cruise control until your heat bar has drained. Beware, while in full steam mode, steering is harder, collisions are more painful, and you will not be able to dock or interact with discoveries. You will not be able to strafe or use your weapons until you disengage full steam mode. That sounds less good for being evasive.
Strafe isn't great.
No.
But it's good for making, depending on how much faster it makes you, pretty good for just like making an escape.
Yeah. I will give it a try when I get like a nice straightaway.
It'll be good to know how long it takes to activate, because there are multiple hits you took that could have been dodged using a boost, depending on how quickly the boost can be invoked.
Yeah. Oh no, that takes a while. That devours fuel, though.
It does. But I have to wonder, is it consuming it at the same rate per unit distance?
No, it's definitely consuming it faster. So that wasn't a great investment.
There's a tool in the belt. A little bit thirsty, but I'll bet it'll make an effective runaway drive.
Quite possibly. Munitions.
Oh, more guns.
More DACA. Okay. Ooh. What the heck did I find?
What do we get? What do we get?
I think it was more munitions.
Oh.
I'll toss one of them. Fuel may be cheap, but I'm running low.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. They do sell fuel right there, though, so that's... The Clockwork Sun does not, of course, run on tea, but the battalion of engineers who maintain it surely must. Every month, a new tender for 3 caddies of dried tea is offered. Regular as, yes, clockwork. Clockwork Sun, yes, blah, blah, blah. A solitary foreman asks you to wheel the tea through the empty corridors to a storeroom. It is stacked with identical, unopened, dust-covered crates. Either the Sun's engineers don't like tea, unthinkable, or there are fewer of them than is presumed.
Or they have no time to even make tea.
The Dazzled Sequencer requires 5 consignments of Ministry-approved literature for the engineers who maintain the Clockwork Sun to remind them of the culture that their hard work sustains. The Dazzled Sequencer thumbs through the books with little interest. I'm sure these will do, although some of them seem frivolous. I prefer hymns myself. The Dazzled Sequencer sells buckets full of armaments retrieved from Azimuth. Terrible hazard, all these instruments of lethality lying about the place, and most untidy. Keen to get them off the Sun. Very keen. Since I have space, may as well. And let's fuel up.
Especially with sheeps are there.
Gas up with the ass up. And then we should head to Brabazon. Maybe knock out a few clouds on the way. Ah, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, actually, they seem to have tailed off there.
The Water Rooster says, what is APR? Steam Afterrunners.
APR is Atomic Power Robot, our automated announcer.
Steam Afterburners is probably in reference to the
Yeah.
boost mode. Hollow voice says club.
Plug? I don't get it.
You don't remember Adventure?
No?
Home of XYZZY? And plug.
I don't remember plug.
PLUGH?
Plu?
I don't know, I said it was plug.
I mean,
I said in a hollow voice in a cave.
Yeah, okay, plug. Makes sense then. If it were a word, I would want to pronounce it plu.
Oh, that's broken.
Yeah.
Just a plastic piece of spitting pipe. Never
Mhm.
bit. Sure, it's fine.
It's fine. Oh boy. Well. So long, Marauder. I don't know what you were firing at. Oh, you were firing at those guys. Get back here. You're not getting off that easy. Loot. A slim clasped box. Nectar. Inside the box is unhappily sticky. The cause is a resinous block of nectar that sits in the box's center like nougat at the heart of a piece of chocolate. Produced by the gargantuan flowers of the Reach, this nectar is zealously sought by the giant hymnal chorister bees who haunt its skies.
That's right, giant bees! We gotta stop by the bend.
Yeah, my terror is kind of high. And now the clay conductor is here.
Yeah, well, he's just around.
Didn't get any more sky stories. To converse with an overseer. There we go. Now I have the sky stories. Deliver the sequencer's care package. When you explain the nature of your delivery to the overseer, some appropriately downtrodden workers are summoned. The summoned workers are exquisitely downtrodden. The overseers take vocal pride in having gone an extra mile on your behalf and carefully selected the most miserable of a bad bunch. The amassed laborers shuffle their feet, apparently expecting a trick. Finally, a filth-faced man steps forward, ducking his head in greeting, and fumbles the package open. He picks out one of the bow tie manuals and stares at it for a while. A series of emotions pass very visibly over his face. Finally, he inclines his head and thanks you without inflection.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Alright. Play conductor. And it looks like it automatically assigned him. Yep. Very good. Oh, he has affiliation academe. Oh, wait, that wasn't one of the ones that I was needing for the thing. It was villainy.
Nope, you've got an officer back. Yay.
Yep. Alright. Well, then let's go back to the Reach. Oops. Oh, no, wait, that's a bridge. That's right.
Yeah, those foreground versus flight level objects are a little, get a bit iffy.
Mm-hmm. Backgrounds, too.
Background tends to be not as bad. It looks more backgroundy.
Yeah, but when you don't have when you don't have anything at surface level, it can be kind of hard to compare to, you know?
I go with smog.
Present yourself to customs. Nothing to declare. Return to your engine. Travel first class. But the hours used by Imperial officials are languid and seasoned. The passage should be at least tolerable.
First class cross here. You don't say. Activate your locomotive's cruise control for cool.
Caps lock? No, maybe I should set cruise control to caps lock. That would be...
Silly.
Yes. Hey, yes. Here we go.
Officers!
Recruit. Yay.
Hearts and mirrors, your choice.
Let's stick with hearts for now.
I think she has a little more iron too, if I'm not mistaken.
report. The Feast of the Red Saint.
Christmas?
That sounds questionable. Gaudy banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons in varying degrees of vivisection. The creped streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade about the amusements, while impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by the chestnut fires for warmth. A painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho, the riding!" Let's see. Lurking in the tents or manning the stalls in the side streets or scowling at the passing gentry. They seem more your level. Oi! A wide-eyed Eastender elbows his comrade somewhere under his jacket. Who's all this, then? A crowd gathers out of the shadows. You are subjected to a number of looks that, if not quite filthy, are at least grubby. Eventually, the huddle disperses. The first Eastender extends a thin hand, lined and worn. It's a good sign you wanted to talk to us. You spend the afternoon watching vaudeville players satirize the Red Saint and his dragon in an out-of-the-way tent, followed by a hearty supper of roast chestnuts and almost palatable ale down by the station. Terror has fallen. Literature. I did just use up quite a bit of it, so I may as well stock some more. Although maybe I should first do that. 2 of each.
This leaves you to room.
Leaves me room for 2.
Room for 2. Cross move.
I already got the port.
Don't forget to pick up the...
Alright. Colonist? Settler.
Settler. Where are you going, Catan?
Port Avon.
Nice place.
Could we do some hunting on the way? The chorister bees have been attacking again. I'll pay you for the trouble of killing them, of course, but only if you do it quickly and only if you harvest a stinger for me.
Now that's doable.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to go a little bit out of the way to get to bees before Port Avon, but...
I mean, probably. Sometimes you just run into bees.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a specific area where they tend to hang out, but sometimes bees just happen.
Not really in the areas between a direct route from here to Port Avon. The bees usually appear, like, around here. Like in the areas around the nature reserve, the Trader's Wood, Titania.
As well as Titania and the circus.
Yeah, but all of those are on the other side of Port Avon from me. Is the point I'm making.
I'm just remembering that Titania and the circus are actually pretty close to Port Avon now. So again, not very out of luck.
Uh-oh. One owes the other money but cannot repay it. Unfortunately, the debt was sworn on the name of the burrower below, a roving god of the deep skies and keeper of compacts. The burrower has a low opinion of oathbreakers. Your crew mutter darkly. They fear that this will bring them bad luck. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. She's watching me again. The sky's fogs are thick as soup.
Okay, is that like set it to 10? Just remember that potentially being a way to deal with where we're.
Oh, I'm hearing one of those things. Oh, there's just a big ol'
Don't mind us. I gotta go check out the John Moody.
Ah!
Really? As if there weren't enough things around here.
I think I shot their shot out of the air.
Yep, you can do that.
Nice. Gossip. Start getting that stuff back. Read the ledger. 2 sky stories. Leave.
There's a cantankerous in the middle of that mess.
Mm-hmm.
He may have eaten the other cantankerous. Oh no, just more intent on fighting the third thing involved in this conflict.
Which I think was another marauder. There.
Disgusting!
Very. A palpitating mycological mass of fractured chitinous legs, frilled gills, and ruptured polyps. A growth of livid fungus has engulfed a small herd of cantankerous. Now it is dying, the herd grumbles with one irritable, faltering voice.
Oh, I think if you destroy the inside of the blush, it'll lower your turn.
Little bit, and gained a sky story.
Obliteration.
Your crew cheer like spectators at fireworks.
Oathbreaker. Punish them both or ignore the matter and. Punish them both or ignore the matter and consists of 20. Banish the Oathbreaker and lose crew and 2 terror. Punish them both. Gain terror, deal terror, and not a 50% chance to get Burrow's breath. So you might get immediately angry. Oh, don't ignore the matter. kills the other.
Hmm.
And on a 50% chance, the burrower is angry with you and you get that terror.
Hmm.
So if you can spare the crew, banishment's the best.
Okay.
If you can't spare the crew, or the burrower is angry with you, then take on the Earthbreaker's debt, and you'll be down to just be watched.
Okay. Well, that's what I did. So very good.
So, well, sort of good.
Well, yeah, not the worst choice.
Because it wasn't angry with you. You weren't even in its notice. You're in a better place than being watched.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's head straight for Winchester.
Freaking underdogs. Causing trouble.
Ah! Oh, they're fighting a scribe spinster.
FAO Schwartz's Rick's dead. Rick's homestead. The Rick's dead. Oh, there's an E there. That's less fun. Tastes like soup. It's photochemically delicious.
Spies and Traitors Wood.
Gas?
Windward spies suspected to be operating out of Traitors Wood. Find place for them. The Assembly is seeking captains brave enough to investigate the rumors. Looks about the crowds. Is that volunteers I spot? He asks hopefully. Sure, I'll take it. Cryo shakes your hand. A brave hero going to root out the wicked spies for us. A toffee for every head. The chant is taken up round the crowd as the crier presses a piece of paper into your hands. It reads, 3 flashes of a lantern seen by the old hagwood, answered by 2 flashes, then 3, then 1. Bizarre. Verdant seeds for Magdalene's, sure. And hours for the Ringmaster, easily done. 5 barrels. Alright, also bank. Pull out the Bishamart and sell it here. Yeah, I can sell it here.
There. And that it is 11:04.
Oh, well, that's a good place to end it for now, then.
Yep, I'm taking notes to turn to reports. Sky Stories to recruit an officer at London. Oh, you already did that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got him.
And take down a bee and harvest a stinger for Bray.
Right. Cool, so thanks for watching, folks. Would you mind raising the desk?
That sounds really heavy.
I should be back tomorrow afternoon for Holding Court, where I'm playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. Then Saturday night is Song of Horror. I think we're on the final chapter now.
Mm.
And yeah, next Thursday, more Sunless Skies. Now let's see who's around to raid.
Next time he's going to ask me to raid a farm.
Well, let's go say hey to Hungry Goria.
No,
She is streaming retro, and I do not recognize the.
I see hearts, a bar, and
I see
dots.
lots of hearts. 3298G. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is yet. Let's go find out. So yeah, thanks again. Hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.
3298G.